Welcome to Pretty Lies and Alibis. Join us as we seek the truth and travel the long road to justice. Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome to an. Oh, man, we're both distracted. Welcome to another episode of Pretty Lies and Alibis. I'm Gigi Fruit Loop. What you know?
This is going to blow your mind right here. So, McDonald's introduced the drive-through service due to the military. So, in Arizona at Fort Huachuca, and guys, I had to look that up because I would have butchered that because it's spelled Huachuca. I would have so said Huachuca. But it's Woo
Oh, yeah.
Chuka. Anyway, so the military forbid their soldiers from wearing their uniforms out in public. So, in order for the military to be able to get food from McDonald's, they created a hole in the side of the building. So that's where the first McDonald's drive-through was installed,
That is interesting.
so they could eat and not have to change clothes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Neat.
yep,
Human head weighs 8 pounds. That's all I
exactly.
got.
It's going to be on Jeopardy one day. It's going to be on Jeopardy.
Yes, it is. So, we are going to do a little news update tonight on a few of the cases that we're following. We will do a glimpse at life tomorrow. We'll pick back up on that. But there was some movement today with Chad's portal, and not the portal that he jumps in and travels in, the portal where they list all of his hearings and that kind of thing. So, really interesting stuff to me. So the one thing that I noticed today is that he has a status conference that was scheduled for tomorrow at 11 a.m. Now, this was just put on today in the late afternoon. Seems quick. As far as I can tell, this is for a hearing tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Yeah, I'm watching.
And he also has coming up on Friday the motion to sever and the motion to allow additional evidence regarding the jury. That's Friday. One of those is going to be heard at 9:30, the other at 11. So a lot going on. Then you have the motion to dismiss. That's scheduled to be heard March 23rd next week at 9:30 in the morning. So, for me, it was about a week after they extended her stay that we found out about it. And we're kind of
Yeah.
hitting that mark now. We haven't heard anything. There's been no indication, but I'm going to tell you the way things have played out just on this portal, I really do think she's competent. I still really think that, kind of reading the tea leaves, we're starting to see, why would Rob Wood want to continue all these motions? Because
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
think that's the key.
I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how to break this stuff down. Maybe Lori Hellis or Scott Reich could do it. But we've never really seen Rob Wood want to continue like 3 separate motions. And the
Yeah.
reason for me is if we hear this on Friday and she's competent, then is that argument really valid after she's publicly deemed competent and the joinder's back on? It's
Yeah.
just kind of my way of thinking.
Yeah, I'm saying she's competent. It's coming.
I think so too. I really have a feeling.
Yeah.
I think we heard a little quicker last time that it was extended.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, so that was yesterday that the state filed to delay all 3 pending hearings in Chad's case. Boyce said the motion for severance was filed over 6 months ago on September 9th of 2021 and was noticed for hearing on January 19th of this year. He said the court was made aware in previous hearings that substantial argument and possible witness testimony may be offered at the hearing, and he denied the motion without hearing any argument based on the timing of the motions and also the need for the court to ensure a timely administration of the case. One of the reasons he says is because the court has resumed jury trials, and the rescheduling may cause delays in the case because now you're having to really fit that in to be heard. So the other motions by the state are under advisement and hearings will need to be held about those. There's been a few things that they've sealed this week and also an objection to continuance on the motion to reconsider. Today, there was a proposed order denied. We don't know what that was about. So that's kind of all for Chad. I'm just telling you that, like, to me, it seems like things are happening that are really weird, and we're getting all these things posted today and taken off. The one thing, too, and I could be wrong about this, but they originally had 3 hours set aside for the motion, the sever motion to sever. Now it's down to an hour and a half. So they've
Oh
taken
wow.
half that time away. I don't know if maybe the attorney said, "Hey, we don't need 3 hours,"
Yeah.
or if the argument has changed.
Yep.
I don't know.
I
I could
know.
be totally off about all this, but I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, my gut says we going. Let's go.
I think it's go time. I think
Yep.
justices, the wheels of justice are going to crank back up here soon.
And I'm gonna
Really
tell
do.
you, I've been reading back through them text messages. I think we have those. Don't we have those on our website?
I don't. I think we may have the documents on the website, but I don't know if we like have those separate. But you texted me so much yesterday.
Oh my goodness. I'm
Excuse
telling
me.
you, it's comical. It really is.
It is because I've never seen women celebrate getting their periods.
No, it was pretty crazy.
I did one time, and that was when my youngest was like 4 months old, and
Sorry, I'm
I was
beeping and I'm trying to figure out where my meter is.
I thought I was knocked up again, and I'm
Um,
gonna tell you, I did a happy dance that day. But yeah, it's all crazy. And
yeah, it is.
the one
But
thing,
the thing that gets me, at one point they're describing something, and it's almost like they're describing Mario, like the game Mario. It was like floating flower pots or something.
look, man, I'm telling
Um,
you, they got like a B version of Harry Potter in
yeah,
religion form. I'm telling you, all these spells and shooting all this light and stuff.
yeah,
Gosh, man, they've ruined Harry Potter for me. And then somebody said Julie Rowe favored Snape, and I was like, y'all got to stop ruining Harry Potter for me.
yeah. But it's pretty comical. So I've been enjoying going through and reading them. I'm
You
like,
know what's crazy is when you go back and read through the Chandler and the Gilbert documents, you miss a lot because it's so big.
yeah,
So I'm like a every third word reader. Like I don't read every word, and then I go back and it's like reading things new again because I skip over.
oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
So
still haven't finished those document dumps. Things just came up, but
yeah,
eventually we'll get there.
yeah.
So we have some
So
other news about other cases. What's up?
yeah, so Letitia had a hearing scheduled for tomorrow, but it was delayed until April 14th. Uh, Chandler Halderson wanted to waive his appearance at his sentencing tomorrow. The state objected, and I agree. He needs to get his hind end in the chair,
Yes, he does.
and he needs to face the families and whatever else, and he needs to put his big boy britches on.
Yeah, you have to wonder. I mean, this is kind of the first time he's going to have to sit and accept responsibility for it. And you think about in his mind, is he worried that he's going to have to hear from his brother how
Yeah,
his life has changed in terrible ways because essentially Chandler built up these lies, tried to convince people of stuff, and then it all came crashing down. And that's why these
yeah,
people are dead.
yeah. So the judge issued a ruling today saying he was required to be there. He cited some case law that the defense argued and also said this lessens an appeal issue down the road. He goes on to say that the denial may violate his wishes, but it doesn't violate his constitutional rights. He says he has not seen any successful appeal case where the denial of a waiver has resulted in a reversal of a conviction.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to go on with the Murdaugh stuff, Murd?
Oh,
So, Murdaugh, this was a big thing today, right?
yeah.
So Alec and his college roommate Corey Fleming were indicted on new charges regarding the handling of Gloria Satterfield's wrongful death suit. Finally, thank you. I
Right.
mean,
Yeah. I
come
mean,
on.
here's the thing. He's the first of a lot to come, I think, that are gonna go down with Alec.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, you
Yeah,
have that judge who it was made public a couple of weeks ago that she didn't make something available to the public because it essentially hid what he made or what
yeah,
he won in this suit, I believe. I mean, look, it's gonna be like a domino effect.
yeah. I mean, I understand the law community. They are close. I mean, outside of court, attorneys talk all the time. But this is a little bit different.
I
Um,
think it's easy to do when the family has that stronghold in that area, but they didn't consider that the house of cards would come tumbling down. and they would ever have to answer for this crooked stuff they're doing on the side.
Yeah. So if you remember, Alec suggested Gloria's sons hire Corey Fleming to represent them in the suit. Fleming never told her sons that a settlement had been reached, and they only found out after reading a news article, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Fleming is indicted on 18 charges, including money laundering, computer crimes, criminal conspiracy, false statement, or misrepresentation in connection with an insurance transaction, and breach of trust. We know he was suspended from legal practice in October of 2021. An attorney for the Satterfields released a statement saying, "It's a golden day for justice, a sad day for our legal profession. My partner, Ronnie Richter, and I are proud of what we have been able to accomplish on behalf of our clients, the Satterfields. Nothing Corey Fleming or Alec Murdaugh did at the two hearings in front of the judge benefited my clients. It was all done to benefit Alec Murdaugh and Corey Fleming themselves. A lawyer should never put his own interest over that of the clients." So, if you look at it, SLED did a great job. And that's what he goes on to say. They're proud of SLED, the grand jury, and the Attorney General's office. They have been dogged, persistent, and are seeing this through to the end and making sure that everyone who is involved in these crimes be held accountable.
Yeah. So I think that's, a lot more charges to come in this case, and it's going to be the case that keeps on giving for quite a while.
Yeah.
So we will keep an eye on all this. If that hearing for Chad is live streamed tomorrow at 11, we will watch and cover, and then tomorrow we'll go over what was said. So the plan really is to pick back up on the Glimpse at Life tomorrow. We just felt like, especially the stuff with Chad, with him having the hearing tomorrow, we needed to get that out there. Not everybody has social media. So we just didn't want to come in tomorrow and say, by the way, Chad had a surprise hearing. And look, I could be wrong about this stuff being, asking to be delayed or whatever. I'm not claiming it's the truth, but just saying it's time to start watching that portal and the website real closely for anything. I think it's coming.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
It's going to be a happy day.
Yep.
All right, guys, that's all for tonight. This was just a short little catch up on some cases. Tomorrow we'll be back, hopefully with some good news about Lori being competent. Maybe we come back with bad news, but anyways, we'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a good night.